Hey Akash, first of all, congratulations on clearing the IELTS with a high band score.
Thank you so much.
Before we go further, would you like to introduce yourself?
Surely. My name is Akash, I'm 19 and I'm from Mavelikkara.
Okay, and how you reached Medcity?
Well, I came to know about Medcity through advertisement. And I was looking forward for the nearest IELTS coaching centre that was available, and I got to know about this was the nearest, so I decided to come here.
Alright, and as soon as you stepped into Medcity, what did you feel?
Well, basically, as soon as I came here, the first thing they tested me, they gave me a paper to just test my writing skills, and that was the thing that really fascinated me. And secondly, I should be mentioning about the infrastructure of the academy. That was really lovely.
Okay, what did you like about Medcity right on the first day?
Well, to be honest, the staff members of the Medcity actually tested my skills of writing, and they wanted to know my capabilities of the IELTS and the English language. So basically, they tested me with a paper, and they wanted to know about my writing skills, and that really infatuated me. And I would say that one of the greatest aspects of this institution, because that's how we actually judge a student or a candidate that's aspiring to crack IELTS. And by the way, that's how we can actually select which category to a student is going, whether it might be going to a beginner's level or to a moderate level or to the final level.
Alright Akash, so how was the training at Medcity?
Well, to be honest, my training at Medcity was really fantastic. I really enjoyed my time here, and that's one of the reasons that I could actually crack IELTS here. And the tutors are really good, and they are really skilled, and they are really helpful.
Alright, and which part of the IELTS did you find very difficult to deal with?
Oh, to be honest, I was struggling with the reading session because I was not having the right strategy to crack it, and it was really hard for me to understand the basic of the reading of the IELTS. Not because of I couldn't read properly, it's because of the strategy that they told me. And to be honest, I was struggling with the reading session, which I could have performed well in here. And because of the tutors at Medcity proudly saying that I may have cracked IELTS and I've got 6.5 in reading session, and that was really helpful.
So Akash, you told that you found it difficult to do the reading session. How did the training at Medcity help you in this?
If I found to say about the reading session of Medcity, I should go back to the fundamentals, because back there in the classes we were having our own individual booklets and the reading materials, that say precisely. And that actually helps us to, to follow up the classes and actually help us to locate the exact position of the keywords or the so-called strategy. And we, to be honest, actually followed up the right strategy as we were all together. And some of my mates out there were enjoying the class, so do I, and we helped each other, and so the trainers did, and that's how I actually cracked the reading session in IELTS.
Okay, and could you tell me more about your experience in speaking sessions?
Sure. Well, basically, last time I got 7.5 in speaking session, but back here when I joined Medcity, most of the tutors, including Veena ma'am and Ibnu ma'am, actually helped me out with telling new strategies of speaking. And they also mentioned about the drawbacks of mine which I was having during my speech. Well, I was a bit nervous whenever I spoke anything, and I was a bit forced, and that's kind of one of the negative aspects that I was having. And if I'm to precisely say, I kept repeating the same words, and that was a negative aspect as well. But here back in Medcity, my tutors actually helped me to how to coordinate the words and how to structure a sentence and how to make it a structured sentence. That kind of helped me to score better score, and now I got 8.5 in speech session. That was really amazing for me.
Okay Akash, that was really awesome. And now can you tell me how your listening and writing sessions were?
Well, yes, my listening session was really wonderful, as we were all having individual port that I could use to listen very well. To be precise, back there at my previous institution, we were given online classes, and that was kind of hard for me to locate the places and the audio was bizarre, and we were not given any exact location of how to get the answers. But back here in Medcity, we were given, we were trained more than up to 3 times a day, and that kind of helped us to learn and achieve a good score in listening session. And eventually, if I'm to talk about the writing session, they kind of help us to structure a paragraph starting from this using the greatest strategy of an institution is having. And if I'm to say about the tutors, they kind of check our answers face to face, and they kind of get our answers correct and checking down and figuring out our errors that have committed there. And they kind of help us to let us know what should we do and what should be known, and they kind of help us to know whether the pros and cons about the writing and what should we do to improve our writing skills, eventually to improve our band score. So yeah, it was really lovely.
All right, Akash. So once again, I congratulate you on your achievement. Before we conclude, do you have anything else to say to our viewers?
Well, yes, I should say those candidates or those students who are pursuing crack IELTS, and those who are planning to migrate to any English-speaking country or any other European country, or the universities who are looking for IELTS, I should say Medcity is one of the greatest group I've ever come across, and they kind of help us to achieve the goal. And as I say, Medcity is having the best tutors and comparatively all over India, and that's what I've experienced so far. And talking about infrastructure, it's really lovely, and we all the necessary materials and the reading materials and all the sort of stuff are here. And talking about the IELTS gear, we are having all the best, they are having the best equipments, starting from the lesson ports and other sort of materials. So I'd say Medcity is one of the greatest institutions for cracking IELTS. So yeah, I'd say it's always better to choose Medcity, and I'm sure that you won't be regretting your choice.
Okay, Akash, thank you so much for spending time with us.
You're welcome.
May you have a wonderful future.
Lovely.
Medcity International Academy. Trusted hands forever.